Morning peeps, it is Friday morning, Friday the 13th of April 2018. This is day 41 of me finding my sparkle since I took my tumble, and this is my recovery journey back to full health, I hope, after post-concussion syndrome. So I've got about 20 minutes today before my friend Craig comes all the way from Gourock to come and pick me up this morning. So while I make myself some breakfast and get ready for the day, I thought, well, I might just give you a wee update as to how I've been getting on. So yesterday I had my second float at Zero G Float Therapy in Edinburgh, and I had a different experience this time in the terms that it was better. I felt as though when I got in the pod cereal, I managed to switch off because I knew Jill had said that she thought I would have a better second experience because I would know what to expect, and that's exactly what happened. I got into the pod and I was able to switch off, and I actually fell asleep for a little while, which I didn't expect to do, and it felt great. So I was just lying there, just floating around, and my mind was just going all different places. There was no real thought process. It's not like I get in there and think I'm going to think about blah. Just go in and just relax, and before I knew it, I think it was one of my hands had brushed my leg, and when that happened it kind of woke me up a wee bit, and I was like, oh, I must have been sleeping. So oh gosh, I would absolutely recommend it. I know that it's early days for me, and I still, in terms of the benefits that I can hope to get from it, from the research that I've done, and I've spoken to the guys at Virginia High Performance in America. So these guys first discovered by accident, they're retired Navy SEALs, and they discovered by accident that float tanks can actually help people recover from concussion quicker. So this is why I wanted to actually try it for myself. And they did a scientific study that backed that up. And ever since that, I've been, just searching and finding people that it's been helping them. And it doesn't seem to be very well known in the UK, although in America, the Navy SEALs have 8 of those same pods that I'm using. It's the isopod flotation tank, so it's the same one. They've got 8 of them that they use in America. So I figure if it's good enough for them, then it's got to be worth the try. So it can work to help rewire the brain. So it puts your brain into a state of sensory deprivation where you can't hear anything, you're being held up by I think it's 1/2 ton of medical grade salt. So when you lie back, you don't even have to just try and float, it just happens naturally. And so there's no smell, there's no feeling of touch, so you can't really tell like what parts of your body are underwater or above the water. There's just no sense of that. And you can't hear anything except for, like, for me, it's the sound of my own heartbeat and the occasional little bubble of water. So for me, it's kind of like being in a dreamy state. So as much as I fell asleep yesterday for a wee while, the way that your mind just sort of wanders off for the time that I'm not sleeping, it's like being in a dream because you're relaxing at such a deep level that I've never ever experienced that before. So I know that once I'm recovered, and I say that once I'm recovered because I'm determined that it's going to happen, and it will, it's just a matter of time. So when that happens, whether it's the next month or the next 2 months, that's kind of a bit of a scary thought about not really knowing when, but I just have to think when that happens, I'm going to keep up with the flotation tanks because I've never had such a relaxing experience in my life. So it's a whole hour where you can just completely de-stress. And last night, as I said, it is very early. I've only had 2 sessions, but I'm going in for another one at 10:30 this morning, which is why I'm up at crazy hour. Well, been awake since the back of 5, but the great thing is I got 7 hours sleep Now I have not done that. Well, I did like on Monday night and a couple of nights this week, but I truly believe that the float tanks are really helping me get that deep level of sleep, or able to sleep longer. I'm still waking up a couple of times through the night, and I used to be a really solid sleeper. So before my accident, I would sleep for a good like 8 to 10 hours solid. Like I could go to sleep and just not wake up until the morning, whereas now I just don't have that anymore. I mean, look at this face. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the start of the benefits of what the float tanks are doing for me. So the fact that I'm able to get better sleep, the fact that I'm able to switch off enough to fall asleep in the tank, that to me is massive. And I can only hope going forward that with more sessions that my brain will learn to relax even more, and it's in that relaxed deep state that I think it's the neurons in my brain can build new pathways and help rewire itself. It's really, really fascinating. So let's stop talking about float tanks then. I've got another thing I want to tell you about, is these little earplugs. So I bought these yesterday at the flotation tank place, 0G, and what I've been finding is that I'm so incredibly sensitive to noise, and I have been wearing headphones everywhere to try and block out noise, but I kind of feel as though that it's very what's the word, obtrusive. It's very obvious, so people might think that I'm being rude, and I really shouldn't care about that, but I do. So these little earplugs, they're silicone ones, so you roll them into a ball and then you just put them into your ear. So I haven't done that yet today, but I'm going to do that today just to see if it's going to make a difference for me, and I think that it will. I tried it last night when JP and I were watching a wee bit of telly, and again, I've not been watching much telly since the tumble. I don't know, it's more screen time, and because everything's so loud, I need to turn it down to a volume that's not fair for JP. So I said, let's try as an experiment. I'll wear these and see if I can watch TV at your normal level. So it worked, and then I wore them to sleep last night, just because we've got noisy neighbours, and yeah, I wanted to see if it would help. So I still woke up when they woke up at like 3:30 in the morning and decided to have a chin wag or whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but anyways, I'm going to wear these today, and hopefully while I'm out and about, not that I'm going far, just down to the float tanks, and but yeah, while I'm walking about, like even like crossing the road, there's an awful lot of noise, and I'm hoping that that's going to help. So another thing that I've got today is my little, don't know, is that the right way for you? I don't know if you could read that, but this is the thing that I need to make sure that I remember everything. So I have this little list. I just survive on lists now. So I need to remember my swimming costumes for going to the tanks, deodorant, fuel, so this stuff is great. So I'll make up one of these for my lunch. Fresh pants, basically. Headphones, we'll need to replace that with this. Okay, sunglasses, because everything's so bright even on a dull day. Water, definitely need water. Pills, yeah, I mean, I don't have a headache yet, but headaches can kick in anytime. Sometimes it's as soon as I get up, sometimes it's once I've been up for an hour or two, so I always need to have paracetamol and ibuprofen with me. My little Olo clip lens, because sometimes I like to take little photos of things, and a wee Olo clip just makes me able to fit things in, like wider, bigger things into the image. And then a towel. So that's it, guys. I just thought I would give you a little update. I'm incredibly excited. I know it doesn't really show, but I am. I'm really looking forward to this float tank session today, because that'll be my third session, and then 2 back to back. So the one that I had yesterday was meant to be 12, but we turned up a bit early, so I think I was in there from about 11:30, and then I slept in the car going home, and then I slept on the sofa in the afternoon, and then I fell asleep on the sofa while we're trying to watch TV. There is a theme of sleeping here. But I got a better sleep last night, and I really just hope that with more continued sessions it's just going to keep on getting better. Alright guys, take care for now. Did I even say that right? Take care for now. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.